Little elevator hiss. Hiss.
Oh, hiss.
Did you think the elevator hiss like elevator heist?
Yeah, like a heist. That's
like a
true.
heist.
Do you think it's called hiss because it makes like a kind of noise, like an elevator makes a hydraulic sound?
I think so.
I
think
wonder.
it's a good question for.
Andy Davey is doing it right.
I think it
for
Hello, everyone. Skull. It's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. We haven't had an episode in 18 years, it feels like. But we're alive.
We're back.
We've made it. We have some good stories. Juice has just returned from a surprise trip to Norway. That's hella dope. So we'll be talking about that. Before we get too far, just like when we have guests on and we're like, plug at the beginning because we do a cold close. We should plug that our episode of Cinemojis is out. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. It was super fun. We had a really good time with it. No spoilies, but I despise the bad news bears now. But no, it was really fun. We had a good time. Thankfully, I did not embarrass myself. I was like, if I get a Mighty Ducks question wrong on this show, I swear to God, I'll just go off into the abyss, you know? Thankfully that did not happen.
Yeah. Shout out to David Jindoyan for having us and to Travis and Andre. So we know we worked behind the scenes on that. Yeah. So
great work, team. It's great fun.
Did it go better than our Settle the Score episode?
Yes. I felt much smarter. I was so worried after our Settle the Score. I felt like
that was
the biggest idiot in the history of life. I felt much smarter on Cinemojis. Again, this was very much in our wheelhouse, so we picked the category of kids sports movies. But even with that, again, there was movies that I was like, I forgot. Like, I just didn't.
It was the more recent ones, for the most part.
We are very good. Our bread and butter is definitely like 90s.
The 90s stuff we
90s
pretty much
stuff,
nailed,
got that down pat. Like, I think when we were filming, it was like, this is the fastest we've gone through the first like 2 rounds, I think. Mm-hmm. And then I made up for it in the 3rd round because that's when I started like modern things. I was like, oh God, I don't know.
So their show, if anybody's never seen it, whenever somebody is taking a very long time answering a question, he's very liberal with how long he lets you take. Yeah. And they will throw up SpongeBob cards.
Yes, which it tickled me very much.
She got 2 in the same question.
Yeah. And I said my goal was when we were filming, we were talking about, I was like, we were watching some episodes in preparation. And I was like, I love the SpongeBob cards. And my goal would be to get one. And then I was very tickled pink that I made that happen. I spent so much time trying to answer a question that I did make that happen.
And then there's me, like he's done answering the question, and like a half a second later is blurting out the answer.
Hey, listen, I got some good pulls in this episode. Okay, I got some good pulls. There's one question that I struggled with a lot, but I got some good pulls, and I'm so proud of my Like Mike pull.
Yeah,
I'm proud of that one.
Speaking of, I was actually about to bring up because I just had to like help take some like of the like young church kids like 3rd because normally I'm working with like middle and high schoolers, but the one time I get to like hang out with like the 3rd to 7th graders is we take them on a bus to camp, and on the bus they were like, they kept wanting to play a game where like you have to list off like we tried to list off all of the MLB teams, all the NFL teams, and then they're like,
"This is Mike and I driving
movies." Like you got to list a movie, and like basically the last person to like not think of a movie You know, when you're in third grade is a lot
Right,
harder.
Yeah,
to do.
it's harder than yeah. I
So
can imagine.
it gets to my turn. I'm like, I don't want to like blow their minds with like something crazy. I'm trying to think of something that they would actually know. But anyway, they kept Like Mike was actually a movie that like
That's a
kept
big
being
one for
brought up
third
by
graders.
these young
Huh.
like third graders.
That's
Okay, the
interesting.
youths are into Like Mike.
Youths
it-
are
it-
into Like
I
Mike.
didn't think anyone remembered that movie.
I was gonna say I haven't thought of-
Resurgence
I
in
haven't
Like Mike.
thought about that movie in at least 15 years, if not more.
That's
Maybe more than that.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
My
it's
working theory lately, speaking of kid sports movies, because as we have discussed before, the Mighty Ducks effect, how that really in the 90s brought hockey to popularity for a lot of kids and in the US at least, who weren't as familiar with it maybe, because obviously it's more regional / Canadian sport. So of course all this talk lately with the World Cup, and they're like, how do we get soccer to be popular in America? And I was like, make a good kid soccer movie.
Yeah. No, for real. Yeah.
You got to propagandize them young, and then they're
Yeah.
hooked for life. Okay, and they
Yep.
tried in the 90s. They did try to make
There
a
were
couple soccer
a couple,
movies,
and none of them really hit.
but they weren't
they
good.
They
That's
didn't
the
hit the way the
problem.
Mighty Ducks did. Not even
Yeah.
close.
You need to make a good kid soccer movie,
No, I'm
and I think it could change the game.
I'm gonna like step back on them. I'm gonna say not that they're not good. It's that they didn't have a real societal impact. Like
Yeah,
they're perfectly acceptable movies. You know.
Yeah. They just didn't.
They didn't have a broad
I
appeal.
think they're like I'm yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Big
Yeah.
Bad
the
movie.
Big Green's not bad, but it's not Little Giants. It's
Yeah.
not the Mighty Ducks. You know what I mean? Like I just think those.
Ladybugs is actually more for the parents because
Yeah.
of Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. So it's like, they try. I mean, I will say, look at again the success of something like Ted Lasso. Like, I do feel like that brought a new audience, like a new
Yeah.
audience
Oh yeah, definitely.
a little bit
Definitely,
more
definitely.
than previously. So yeah, I'm like, you just have to make a good like movie or whatever. But again, I think hitting kids is where because also we've said before, there's no kids sports movies being made right now. Where are the kids sports movies? Bring them back.
It's
back.
funny too, like, and we are 100% a part of what I'm about to mention. The NBA right now has had the highest rated finals since
Yeah.
1998.
We are
Like,
locked in.
We completely
Wow.
locked into it.
I don't think I have watched the NBA finals since I was a small child, like truly, since like, the Bulls run when I was like a very little girl. And now I was locked into the NBA finals this year. So,
You
it's been a
know-
good, again, winning also is key in helping making the sport popular. A good story. If the US men's, to clarify, US men's team, because the women are great at winning. And again, women's soccer is pretty popular in the States. If the men could just be a little bit better, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
for
since gross, yes.
for someone like me who's a New York sports fan through and through, the Knicks, I've said from the get-go, they are my fourth favorite team. Like, they're of the four major sports, they are my fourth team. They've been the team I've always followed, though. I've kind of fallen off the NBA, and everything that happened this year just sucked me back into them. And the finals, the last two games of the NBA finals were just absolutely two of the most like heart-pounding games you could have asked for. Like those games, each one of those two games could be a movie. The way that they panned out. Game 4 of the NBA finals could easily be a movie. And then you also have this nonsense going on, which I was all about. Lego, the Danhausen stuff was so good.
Yeah.
It's
And,
quality content.
that guy is living the absolute dream right now. He barely wrestles and is making money hand over fist in merchandising and cameos.
Yeah.
So he's living the dream right now.
Yeah.
Amen.
He shows up, he's on camera for a couple minutes at a time, and is apparently they said his cameo got flooded with people asking them to curse or uncurse their teams.
Yeah, Danhausen might actually just be out here helping sports teams. He did win a team, the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup. So everyone next year will be requesting his help, I think.
So Danhausen should definitely, when he is done as an athlete, be teaching a curriculum at some university on marketing because the man is an absolute shit.
Also, and we're not going to talk about this too much longer because I want to hear Juice's story. So that's the main draw of tonight for me personally. But I do want to just briefly talk about on the opposite end of Danhausen, Elmo. The Elmo controversy and how Elmo was skewered for not picking a team. And so now in the World Cup, he had to be very clear that he was rooting for the U.S. because he did not pick a team in the NBA Finals, and everyone was really mad at Elmo. So now it's like this big like Cookie Monster's going after him on social media. Elmo's doing things. He like made this like little message for the World Cup and was like, I was rooting for the U.S., okay? Just to make it clear. It's so funny to me. I am the living for the shade Elmo is getting.
Sassy Elmo.
For not picking a team in the NBA Finals. This is the funniest thing to me. Big hit on social media. But anyways, I think that's all we got. That's been sports talk with the Deacons. We're jonesing for some football season. I'm not going to lie. My body is ready for football season to be back.
We're 88 days, I believe it said. No, 80 days. Excuse me, 80 days.
80 days, baby.
80 days.
I can feel it. I could taste it.
The Jets always post classic player numbers, and it was Winker Bet today, which is 80. So yeah.
So we're jonesing for that. Juice.
Oh, before we go, Juice's story will definitely be the bulk of it.
Yes.
We'll do a quick little update.
So excited to hear about. I just love Scandinavia so much.
So if anybody who watches this regularly, or if you happen to be checking in, we do our fantasy football draft order based off of movie box office returns.
Yes.
Are we switching? Are we doing the thing that you said, or are we not doing the thing?
I'm not going to publicize that yet. If we're going to do it.
Okay. I'm sorry. My bad.
But anyway, as of right now, with all released movies, which there are 11 of them, excluding today, because I think today is actually going to change it, but 11th place would be PLD with Power Ballad. 10th place would be Nat with Passenger. 9th place would be myself with The Breadwinner.
Woo!
8th place is Juice with Masters of the Universe.
Right now.
I gotta go see it. I gotta go see it.
We are going to talk about that in a few minutes too.
Okay.
Non-spoiler. 7th is Taylor with The Sheep Detectives.
Great movie. 10 out of 10 movie.
Fantastic movie. Please go see it. 6th place is John Mariano with Mortal Kombat 2. 5th place is AJ Lancaster. Who is he? I don't know. With Disclosure Day. 4th place is Bethany with Scary Movie.
Terrible movie, but thank you for making some money, I guess.
3rd place is Brandon Buckingham with Mandalorian and Grogu. 2nd place, as of the reporting of this right now, is Kim Denuzzo with Toy Story 5. That should be number 1 probably by tomorrow. And currently sitting in the first pick is JTE with The Devil Wears Prada. With a movie
he didn't think was going to make money.
He won the trade.
Yeah. And then after we basically all were like, that's going to make money, he was like, oh, shoot, I better keep it. Now, mind you, we have the heavy hitters still coming out.
Got a bunch of heavy hitters coming out.
Moana, The Odyssey, Spider-Man, obviously, and Minions. So we're all going to be dropping down a little bit with the release of those. But, yeah. That's where we stand right now.
We've seen a good chunk of those movies that I listed. Scary Movie was atrocious.
The worst movie of the year. So bad.
Disclosure Day was very good. I very much enjoyed Disclosure Day a lot. Sheep Detectives is so in the conversation for my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
Or watch it with.
Briefly, we'll mention Masters of the Universe. If you want to hear my full thoughts of it, I was on the Extra Movie Butter podcast last week to do a full-blown review of it. Went into lots and lots of details of that. All I will say is that I don't think I've ever had a movie hit me in the nostalgia feels the way that one.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I want to.
He got a little emotional at the end. I won't lie. He did get a little emotion. It was cute. I was happy for him. I did say I enjoyed the fact that they've made, it's Mattel, right? They're Mattel too. Mm-hmm. Mattel has made 2 toy movies in the last 2 years. Barbie is what it means to be a woman, and I felt like Masters of the Universe was what it means to be a man. And I thought that was very interesting. I was like, Mattel is out here. I was like, I see you. I see. I was like, I think it could be a double feature. Not only
better than Barbenheimer.
Toys, 100% better than Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer is a snore fest when you get to the Heimer part. Absolute disgrace. but Monsters of the Universe was delightful.
The last thing I'll say before we go into that for Masters of the Universe that I want to point this out. I did mention it on the podcast, but where I got hit in the feels at the very end of the movie, without spoiling anything, the music changes. And the music goes from the score that they're doing from the movie, which is actually really good. I actually very much like the score, but they go into a modern version of the Masters of the Universe cartoon theme, which signifies that he has grown into being officially He-Man at this point. And from that point forward, I was like a mess. So,
okay, when we break down this Norway story, I obviously want to hear about your thoughts on Norway and the trip. But can we please start off with the surprise? How did you end up doing it? How excited? Like, I need to hear about the surprise part first, okay? Because I'm so stoked for this.
Well, that does go like if the climax of the story is the surprise. So,
so would you like to tell you want to tell the story chronologically?
I'll give context and then.
I know Cliff's notes of it from when you were messaging us, but
yeah.
We have the Cliff's notes.
Yeah, so we have the Cliff notes. So
I'll give a general context and then I'll do chronological. So the general context is, so my girlfriend Madison, she's a teacher, and she and her mom usually go to Europe every summer, the first 2 weeks of June. So she ends school and then enjoys the first 2 weeks. So last year she went to Amsterdam and Croatia. This year the plan
those aren't on the map.
I was gonna bring up the map earlier, except I can't. We need AJ to get me the login code again. So this year the plan was Denmark and Norway. And so I'm in 2 days I'm leaving for a trip with church to Nicaragua. So
sweet. Look at you.
I'm gonna be gone for
this summer. Seriously.
So I'm gonna be gone for so a lot of what led up to it was the fact that oh man, I'm because she is so busy in the school year. I'm busy with a lot of stuff, but we're so excited for the summer, when she's off, and then it's she's gone for 2 weeks, and then we kind of have this little week here, which is what we are in currently, and then I'm gone for a whole week in Nicaragua. So a lot of it was just
it's a good chunk.
We're finally at the point where we have the time, but we don't actually have the time. So that was one of the big things leading to me being I think I want to surprise her in Norway. And so I reached out to her mom, and her mom is the one that with her, kind of plans the trip, and her mom was all on board with me coming and tagging along. And so the idea would be that I would essentially surprise. So I was leaving on Sunday, getting there Monday morning, Norway time, joining their activities for Monday, being there Tuesday, Wednesday, leaving Thursday morning. So, so Sunday, to give the full travel context, and I'll spoiler alert, I have sent I filed a long complaint against Delta.
Yes. I love that.
All right. So first thing, my flight is at 6:30. I had to DJ a wedding the day before, and I had to when I transferred from one job to the other, they didn't the person I sent all my these are the times I need off didn't send that to the person that actually does a schedule. And so I had to work in the morning, go DJ a wedding, and then the next morning fly to Norway. So Sunday morning, my flight is at 7 a.m. So I get to the airport at 6. I slept in a half hour later than I wanted to, giving me less leeway time. Thankfully, though, so Milwaukee Airport, I rolled in at 5:58, and I was not only like I parked and was through security by 6:04. We're talking like 6 minutes.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Like 8 minutes it took me to like get from the parking lot like through security. Anyway, and then I get to my gate and realize my flight was delayed until 9:55.
Oh no.
However, I did, as I was like standing in line for coffee, I saw somebody walk past me, and my first thought was John Smoltz. And then realized that like John Smoltz was like waiting at my same gate. Says on my trip started. But anyway, so I had a 4-hour delay right to start, but it's okay because I have my layover at JFK in New York was supposed to be 7 hours. So like,
right. So you had time even with the delay. We're not feeling stressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I finally fly. Yeah, I did some work on my laptop, and then I finally fly to New York. And then when I get there, Madison is actually like, this is the point where we're like a week into the trip, and so she's like, oh yeah, we should probably like call and talk and like catch up. And I'm like, yeah. Sure. So I call my friend Austin, and I'm in the JFK airport, and I'm like talking to him, and I'm like, can you tell I'm in an airport? And I'm like, basically we have like a long conversation just to tell. And I found like the quietest spot, talked to her for like an hour. And then by this time, the time that my flight's supposed to be leaving is actually supposed to be soon. And then I go, and it says on like the board, like, oh, you're going to leave at 5:10, but you're estimated at like 8:20.
Right. It's been like that.
Or 8 o'clock.
They keep doing that so they don't have to pay like the late boarding fees and stuff like that.
Like, so
they put you on the plane and make you sit.
Yeah. So like, but so like I go to the gate, I keep going like over to the gate we're supposed to leave, and I'm like, hey, like, do you know anything? And they're like, oh, because it's international flights, it's like a totally different airline. They're like, oh, we don't know, like we have no idea, like we're just boarding like for our flight, we don't know what the next flight is going to be doing. So the flight that's supposed to leave at 5:10, like it still says on my boarding pass and everything the whole time that like we're leaving at 5 o'clock. And eventually it gets to the point where it like we're at 5 o'clock, and like it still says it in the boarding pass like we're leaving at 5, and there's like that whole gate is all ready for another flight that's leaving at like 6 o'clock or something. Like there's not even any acknowledgement, and like no one at the gate like is like, oh, I don't know, it's a completely different airline, you have to. So like I found a guy at the airport that was on the same flight, and he was like, oh, I found it on like the website of like the actual airport, we're supposed to leave at 8 o'clock, 3-hour delay, whatever. So so then like closer to that time, I go back, and we're sitting there, and I'm watching or the like the screen that's supposed to like display like, oh yeah, this is the next flight. Like it has the following, like the 10 o'clock flight, like on the display, and everyone, is coming up being like, oh, I'm for like, what's going on with this flight? And they're like, oh, like, no, yeah, you're leaving at 8 o'clock. You're leaving at 7:30. Like, I'm watching these people like deliver these lines, and I'm like, I don't buy it.
We are not leaving at 7:30.
There's no way. So they're like so little confidence, but somehow, I stand there, just kind of wait, like a whole line forms, everyone's ready, and somehow, like, finally at like 7, this flight's, on the app, this flight's supposed to leave at 5. at 7:40, they finally like officially announced like we're gonna board. Like we're gonna board this flight. That like there was no official announcement at any point. I'm like, and I like immediately just like started turning to the guys next to me, like, I've been here since 1 o'clock. Our flight hasn't been like officially like recognized, let alone like, you know, said we're actually leaving.
And so
like,
still on like
even
the board
recognized
at the gate was the next flight. It still didn't say like your flight at any
no
point.
right
That's
yeah
so weird. That is
Yeah,
literally so weird.
yeah so all that to say, like we boarded 3 hours late, and then we were on the plane for actually an hour, and I had, leading into the story, I had to like my whole like the line when I like was gonna like go up to Madison and reveal the surprise. So the year before, when she went to Croatia and all that, I wrote her like a bunch of letters to like have throughout the trip. And so my whole thing this time was I didn't give her any letters like before the trip, but I had letters that I was going to write to give to her when I arrived, to be like, oh, I forgot to give you your letters. That was my whole line.
That's good. I like that. That's clever.
So I had 3 letters yet to write. And so we got on the plane, and I was like, oh, I want to sleep on the plane. So let me write these quick. And then, you know, and so I spent like the first half hour in the total dark of the plane writing these letters, which, you know, like in the letters, I'm like, I can't see anything. It's completely dark. And then I realized, like, wait a second, we haven't taken off yet.
Yeah.
And then we get a notification from the pilot, like, sorry, typical JFK stuff. We should be leaving in about 25 minutes.
Typical JFK.
So, yeah.
Like, maybe that shouldn't be typical, actually.
Our 3-hour delay is now a 4-hour delay. And I'm like, I don't even know what this means for like my arrival. All I know is it's nighttime. I need to sleep, and I'll figure it out tomorrow. So I took a couple, like some sleep medication stuff. I forgot that they give you, this is where the heroes list of the plane comes in. You get a complimentary drink.
Sure do. International flight, baby.
Yeah. So I ordered a gin and tonic.
That is my favorite part about international flight.
And no, I ordered a gin and tonic, and then I got like a glass of red wine. So I took sleep medication, had the gin and tonic, had the red wine, and then took some melatonin. And then I slept for like 4 hours, which on a plane,
you're down for the count.
Yeah, like on a plane, that is great.
Yeah,
like 4 hours.
That's fantastic. Honestly, I'm impressed.
Like, I can sleep on planes. She can't.
I cannot. For the life of me. I have had some long wet travels.
Yeah.
And I've been like, I wish I could sleep on this plane right now.
So now to get into like what we're actually expecting when we get to Norway. So the original plan.
Yes.
My flight's supposed to get in at 6:30 originally.
Right.
We have, as determined, you know, from when I went over and talked to her mom and all of that, the plan is, so it's a Monday, we're coming in. We have like a food tour, like walking food tour.
Okay.
That starts at noon.
Okay.
It's 12 o'clock. So I get in at 6:30. Yeah. So at 6:30, the original plan is like, oh, I'll Uber in. I'll probably, you know, the airport's like 35 minutes from the city. Yeah. So like I'll Uber in, I'll get to the hotel.
You all in Oslo or
hotels in Oslo. Yep. Okay. Yep. So like we're in the same hotel, but I have my own room. So like the plan is like they can watch my bags for me.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, since I'm in that early, I may as well, like, our kind of like the plan we talk about is like, why don't I go up to the room, knock on the door, have Madison answer, and that's the reveal. Like,
got you.
Here I am, kind of thing. That's the plan.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then that allows me to like I can leave my luggage with them in the room. I can maybe take a shower, like change clothes, because the flight before was at 6:30 in the morning or 7 in the like. I've been in the same clothes.
Yeah,
for
it's
24
been
hours.
like 24 hours. Yeah.
That's how we were in
So, like,
Hawaii.
getting some, yeah. So that's the plan. That's the plan. So now we're at the 4-hour flight delay. I sleep for 4 hours. I wake up, and now it's time to like, all right, what's happening? So I realize I'm gonna arrive about 10:30.
You don't got much time.
That gives me 30-40 minutes.
Yeah, you got to get to the hotel.
You know, to get to the hotel. Yeah. You know, we'll see. So I arrive and I'm like, all right, let me take my phone off airplane mode. Take the phone off airplane mode as we're landing about 10:30. There's nothing. No signal. No anything.
Oh,
I have
no.
nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, that's great. So we get off the plane, get into the customs line. I'm able to get on the airport Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I'm able to text her mom and be like, I have landed. It's this time. You know, I've landed. This is the time. And she's able to text me back. Miracle that this sends. Just the fact that I'm on Wi-Fi. And she sends back like, oh, there's still hope you could meet us at the hotel. Like, you might still be able to. Yeah. So by the time I get through customs and to the point, and she gave me details of like get the taxi to like take you to the hotel because they had to do the same thing. So by this point, it's 10:50.
Okay.
So
you're still at the airport and you're getting in the taxi.
Still at the airport. Their tour is at 12.
Yeah.
And the other information I learned through like doing digging, like getting stuff ready, their tour is a 12-minute walk away from the hotel.
So you got to be there by 11:48.
Yeah. So right. So the hotel is a 12-minute walk from the
start of the
tour meeting spot is a 12-minute walk from the hotel. So like, as long as if I can't meet them at there, as long as there's enough time to get there. So I get the taxi right away. Taxi shows up. Boom. We're on the route to the hotel. And this guy is cruising. He's making it happen. And
you're like, make a dream come true, buddy.
So,
we salute you.
I have no service. However, Google Maps is working. Google Maps works.
Okay.
So Google Maps is still like tracking me. Like I'm still seeing, seeing we're making great time. And I'm like, we're going to get to the hotel by 11:30.
Like this.
Like I don't have a way. Like I'm texting the mom, but like there's no way. Like it's not going to say.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm going to get there by 11:30. I'm going to have enough time to go up to the room quick, say hi, quick, change clothes.
Jump in that shower.
Thing. Yeah. We can get to the tour by 12. Like it'll be great. So we're making it happen. We're moving. We're getting there. And the only thing I'm slightly concerned about is the fact that I haven't, officially, like I bought that gin and tonic on the plane, but I haven't I never contacted my bank or anything, and they say Discover doesn't work. So I'm like, I'm not 100% sure. I'm like, let's hope the payment works.
Right.
I'm like paying for the taxi. So we roll up to the hotel at 11:30, and the guy hands me, the payment, the reader, run the card.
Oh,
and I'm like, here we go. Like this works on the plane. No problem. Swipe the card, insert it, the whole thing, denied.
Yep.
Try all my cards, denied.
Did you set up any of your cards for travel?
No.
Oh,
I
my
did this
sweet
to
baby
myself.
bird.
We dealt with people who
I
did
should
that
have
all
taught
the time at
you.
Universal.
My latest favorite thing, fun fact, that I'm not sponsored, everyone, but there is it's an app, like it's an online bank account, basically. It's called Revolt, I think, or Revolut. Revolut.
Is how it's spelled.
Is how it's spelled. Anyways, I looked it up for the last time I traveled because I used to always just like turn on my cards for travel. But then, yeah, exactly. You didn't contact your bank. But if you
I meant to. It was I was DJing a wedding. It was a very big
wedding, y'all. If you use this little thingamabob, you basically it works as a bank. I like just transferred money from my bank account like through Apple Pay, and you can change it. Oh, I have $9.61 USD in here right now. You can literally just change it back and forth from currency. So like I would just change it to when I was in Sweden, I changed it to Swedish money, and then it worked as Swedish money. And then when I was in Denmark, I used it as and now I still have it, and I have the card. So if I ever travel again, it works in like, I don't know, 30 some odd countries, I think. And you just like literally exchange money in the app, and it works as that currency.
We did this the wrong way. Have you ever been traveling and not had funds to pay for your cab? Let's tell you about Revolut.
Let's tell you about Revolut. Yeah, someone please sponsor us. Honestly, I will gladly take that money. But yeah, let me talk about Revolut. It's literally a game changer. I'm so stressed out that you did not contact any of your banks.
Yeah, and I had every intention too. It's just with the wedding and like I kid you not, I DJ'd a wedding like the day before, and that took everything from me. I had every intention of contacting the bank. I got a speeding ticket in the process. It was a whole ordeal.
Oh, man.
But like
so there you are at the hotel. Payment is declined.
Now I'm sitting in the back seat of this taxi with only American money and 2 cards getting getting declined, and I have about 25 minutes to make it to the location to surprise my girlfriend to make this trip.
I could have earned $150 by referring you. It's not too late for Nicaragua. We can do this.
Use code Jeff is a jabroni.
Get your $150
So I'm like, okay,
you right now.
I have, because obviously the taxi driver is like, well, is there any way you can pay me? And I'm like, I have American money, is there, can I, do you know if there's anywhere near that I can exchange? And so the hotel that we're staying at is actually across, basically the right next door is the main train station of Oslo. Okay. So he's like, you can go in there and exchange in the train station. I'm like, got you. Perfect.
Yeah.
So I run in and I jump in and I'm running, to every little, like, I don't know what exchanging money is like. So I'm running to deliver little like nook, like just, is this a thing? Like, nope, that's buying a train ticket. Like, oh, nope, that's like related to travel to the airport. Like, and then I see something with money. I run in and I'm like, can I exchange money here? They're like, only directly into a bank or whatever. And I'm like, no, I just want cash. And they're like, oh, go over there. So I see there's like a line to,
I
just
sent you a referral.
Walk up to. Perfect. And I'm waiting in line for a little bit. And then I realize, oh, this is a thing where you need to like hit a ticket to get actually in line. So I get the ticket. I'm sitting there and there's 3 windows. And at this point, we're getting close to like, we're like 11:30, like 6, like we're getting close. So I finally get like in line and there's 3 windows. I'm like, great. All of a sudden, one guy kind of disappears and then the other guy also just disappears. So like we go from 3 to 1 window. So we're kind of walking through and like one guy takes a while and finally this one guy like comes back to the window And I go up and I'm like, I basically pull all the money that I have in my wallet. And I'm like, I just need to exchange this for Norwegian money. And he's like, great. Can I see your passport? My passport is back in the bag.
No.
In the Uber.
Yes.
So I'm like,
also never leave your passport unattended in a foreign country. Juice.
So I run back and the Uber guy is just waiting for me. And I'm like, I need my passport in the bag real quick. So I get in, grab it, go back, and have to get the ticket to get back in line again. And at this point, I get a text from her mom that is like, oh, we have an Uber, like to take us to the place, to the food tour. And she's like, because she's stalling, she's trying, but like she can't, there's only so much she can do. So she's like, we're gone. Like, we're going. Like, it's a 12-minute walk. Like, that's basically what her mom said. Like, there's only I just hope you can make it. And so, it's like 11:45 at this point.
I would have been like, could you run down and pay my Uber driver real quick and I'll pay you back? I promise.
My God. If only, it could have worked out that way, but it just, because I could only get the Wi-Fi because I got back on Wi-Fi like in that little like train station.
In the train station, yeah.
So I get there, so I get back. I finally get back a ticket, and I see one of the guys is walking back with a McDonald's coffee, one of the window workers, and I'm like, oh gosh, like great, like thank you, like, and I finally get back like to the original guy with the window. It's now 10:50, probably like 52. And keep in mind, I still I have all my luggage with me. I still need to like go into the hotel and drop all the luggage off. It's probably like 11:52. The tour is leaving at 12. And so I got 12-minute walking to travel. So I finally get to the window. I get my money exchanged. I get it's like a 620 Norwegian krone payment or whatever. I get 800, I get however much. And I go up, I give the guy $800 in Norwegian. Here you go. Grab my stuff, go into the hotel, and I'm like, I just need you to hold this for me. They're like, oh, you're like, do you want us to check if your room is ready? I'm like, no, I need to go. I drop it off and pull up Google Maps, have the place entered, and I am thanking the Lord because Google Maps is working and has the location entered in. It is 11:57.
Oh.
And also, fun fact, you can download routes on Google Maps so that way if you do go off Wi-Fi, it'll still be there.
Use code Jeff is a Jabroni.
Use code Jeff is a Jabroni to get 10% off downloading Google Maps.
So I run out of the door and look at the map and see kind of the direction, kind of get in the direction, and we are off to the races. And I run 0.6 miles, the whatever.
It's been 24 hours since he's left Milwaukee.
I jump in and like hours. I kind of like run to like get to the point, and I just see this giant sea of like people everywhere with like going uphill. Okay. And I'm like, it felt like I was like at a video, like like in a video game. Like this is the final stretch.
I bet you slept good that night, Juice.
So I ran, bolted all the way up and got to a point where the meeting place was in this like parliament area or whatever. So I like get to the actual like place we're meeting, and this is actually like what I come to find out, a private food tour the mom booked. Like this isn't anything like official. So like that's just kind of like the general meeting location. So I'm like entering this parliament building, like I'm here to do this, and they're like, oh, that's in the other spot. Like they have no idea. And so like I'm kind of like running around, and like the mom sees me, she's like trying to wave, but like not have Madison know. And so the food tour, so the mom booked a private tour, which I did not know. This is a private thing.
Yeah.
So the mom's trying to communicate to the tour guide that this is private. There's a surprise person coming that we can't have, this person know.
Yeah.
This is not going well at all. Like she's trying, like, so she's like telling Madison, like, oh, go take a picture of that bumblebee over there. Like while I go talk to the tour guide, and like this is just not. And so thankfully, finally, I come out of like the second spot, like where I'm supposed to enter, and I finally like see them, and I'm able to like go up behind Madison, tap on the shoulder, like, hey, I forgot to give you your letters at like 12:02,
romance,
and make it all happen.
Oh, he still made it happen, folks.
With
he didn't have self-service. He didn't have any money.
No money. Where I was at like 11:52, 11:50 to where I was at at 12. Like
I forgot to give you your letters. Was she like, holy guacamole?
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
This is wild.
Yep.
So
and then you got to go on a cool food tour. So that's
cool.
It
was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, Scandinavia's got some good food.
I got a very important question. And maybe we can just send this stream to them. Have you contacted the Hallmark Channel yet about this?
Yeah, because I think you should. This is so a rom-com.
It was.
Oh my goodness. This Christmas, your story is going to be told. It'll be called like Christmas in Oslo. And it'll be the story of the shrimp gets upset at Christmas time, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited to watch it unfold.
It was perfect. Like in the moment, I was like, "Why is this happening? Why? But then, as soon as it was done, I was like,
"And then did you go to bed at like 7 p.m. that night because you were so exhausted?"
I made it. No,
hard.
I made it up.
How many cups of coffee did you have?
Yeah, 100%. She is the baker. She's there on a food tour. She's there to like get experience in baking. If you're a widow, you've given up on love, and you decide last minute with no plans and no calling your bank that you're gonna go to Norway.
Yeah.
And this is what happens.
It's Hallmark. You don't have to like fact check anything. The script can have holes in it. Who cares?
I'm loving Christmas in Oslo.
Christmas in Oslo. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. This is what a great love story.
And if you'd like to subscribe to the Hallmark Channel, use code
Jabroni for 10% off your first month subscription. Christmas time is a great time to subscribe. They're dropping. What football team? Can we take bets on what football team is getting the Christmas movie this year? We've done the Chiefs. We've done the Bills. Whose turn is it this year? And I like that, again, the NFL is stingy about giving away their rights, except for the Hallmark Channel. They're like, by all means, use our licensing, use our stadiums to film this beautiful Christmas love story. I'm going to put my bets on.
I'm going with the Seahawks.
I'm going with the Rams.
Matthew Steph.
Juice, what's your bet? We have Seahawks and Rams. Who are you thinking for the Christmas Hallmark movie this year? It's like the famous girlfriend, but we've gone through them. Simone Biles is famous. Where's her husband playing right
Chicago,
now? Is he still with the Bears?
I think so.
Maybe the Bears.
The Bears would be
the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears. The Bears Christmas.
Sorry. No, I'll go Vikings.
Going Vikings. I like it. Okay. Appropriate.
Kyler Murray can make short jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Skull. It'll be great.
Brendan Buckingham would watch that movie on repeat.
That's true. So what are your overall thoughts on Norway?
It was a great trip.
travel?
I mean, yeah, we did the little food tour, which was fun. Like we got to do a little like cruise, which that was the crazy thing that I just didn't want to have to like show up in my, like, I've been in these clothes for like well over 24 hours, but here we are. So like trying to explain that to her with like I'm here, but also like,
was she like, oh my God, I called you yesterday and you were like, I was in the airport.
Oh yeah. And I had a whole, yeah. I had a whole like, I told her, because she was like, what are you up to? And I'm like, I told her I was going to like these graduation parties, and it was all made up. And that was one of the questions. She was like, so did you actually go to any graduation parties?
No.
No.
No, I was sitting in JFK wondering if they were ever going to let me board a flight.
I was in JFK having like the worst experience of my entire life.
I thought they'd actually keep me hostage in this airport.
What is it with the show crew and having bad experiences at airports? Remember AJ in Newark?
We love a crazy airport story.
I haven't. Yeah.
I've had some crazy layovers.
Our layover on the tail end of our honeymoon was supposed to be 5 hours to begin with. Wound up being like 8, I think.
Oh man.
And the other one that was even crazier. We were the only lunatics. This is when Schmoedown Manhattan we went to. And we 100%, because of that after party, pretty much overslept and were like panicking to get to the airport. And we got delayed 3 times, I think.
Yeah. We were like so stressed about getting to the airport, and then we had nothing but time. And we also sat on the tarmac for like an hour for that.
And on top of that, so we're flying to Orlando. We're flying into a hurricane. So by the time our flight, with the delays and the cancellations of other flights and stuff,
no one was on it.
We might have been on a flight that had maybe 15 to 20% full.
Yeah. We could spread out at least. I will say my longest, like, and I've had some crazy long travel days, and there was that crazy layover in Paraguay. But I still think like my longest travel day of all time was getting over to Bosnia. Well, getting back was even worse because we got stuck in the Amsterdam airport. But getting over there, it was like we went from Tampa to Newark to Munich. And when we got to Munich, I guess we arrived a little bit later. Like we were supposed to have a decent layover, but I guess it got in a little later. And so they're literally calling us over the speaker, being like, last boarding call for blah, blah, whatever. So we're like running to get there, and we get there, and they literally had to like take us down an elevator and walk us out on. I've never had that happen in my life. I didn't even know people. I don't know if they do that in the States. I don't think they do. Honestly, probably not anymore, at least.
I can say I did that once in the 90s.
Yeah, I was going to say probably back in the day, but I think nowadays we wouldn't do that. But yeah, so they literally like took us down to, we were like the last people to board, and we're like, hi, sorry. And then we flew from Munich to Zagreb, because there actually isn't an airport in Bosnia, because again, they used to all be one country, and now they are split up into 3 countries. So you either fly into Serbia or you fly into Croatia to get to Bosnia. So we flew into Croatia this time, and then we still had a 3-hour car ride from there to get to our final destination. And with that being said, her uncle, sweet man that he is, my friend's uncle, came to pick us up, but it was 2 grown adults and 2 teenagers. So basically like 4 adult-sized people plus the driver, which was her uncle, and a tiny European car. And we were going to be there for 6 weeks. So we had luggage up the wazoo. I was the guiltiest of that person, a tourist overpacker. So for the last 3 hours of my travels, which had already been forever, I sat with my suitcase in the middle seat in between my friend's parents with my suitcase on top of me for 3 hours, crossed a border into another country with my suit, this little American teenager, and they're like, passport, and I'm like, here, and they're like, are you here in your own free will? And I was like, yeah. And then we finally got in, and I was the tiredest.
I feel like it, but yeah,
insane. I was like, this is crazy. Worth it though, trip of a lifetime, but it was absolutely insane. And the Delta out of 2016.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's rough.
So I was gonna bring something up because I don't believe we've done a stream since this point. You talked about 3 hours. That reminds me of a 3-hour tour. So
Yes.
now, so we went to see Weird Al.
Yes.
Here in Savannah.
The next day, my brakes did go out. That was unfortunate. That killed my buzz a little. But for that night, I was living it up.
So Weird Al is exactly as you'd expect. It's not Weird Al we're here to talk about.
No.
It is the opening act, who was Puddles Pity Party.
Yes.
Now, if you have never heard of Puddles Pity Party,
do yourself a favor and look him up.
Puddles is a 7-foot tall,
no lie, he really
sad
is.
clown.
Yeah.
Who sings and kind of like he's not like
got a good voice.
He's like a tenor. I think I'd say he's probably a tenor. And
it's fantastic.
Throughout the show, he has a video wall, and he's bringing people up in the crowd to do special little skits with them and things like that. But he's got a really good voice, and literally in every single video throughout the night, first off, he is splicing in little clips of Kevin Costner movies.
Big Kevin Costner fan.
Some of them make no sense whatsoever. Other ones kind of do. Here's where this all comes full circle, though. His second to last song he plays, the music to Stairway to Heaven starts.
Yeah. Everyone's like, woo, let's go.
He proceeds to sing the lyrics to Gilligan's Island over Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
In the background.
Wait for it.
Clips from the movie Waterworld are playing.
Yes.
What?
So good. And so each character in Waterworld, so when it's like, you know, like the skipper, blah, blah, whatever, Gilligan, the skipper, it like shows different characters from Waterworld. And it's the grand like Kevin Costner, and he's like this flowing.
And then he's just like, you know, I just really like Kevin Costner.
When Weird Al came out, he was backstage. He like does this whole dramatic entrance backstage, and Puddles was back there, and he is looking at People's Magazine, and it's the Kevin Costner like sexiest man alive. This the Kevin Costner bit kept going on. The amount that Mike and I have sung Puddles songs to each other, we're like, we'd go see this man again. If he was headlining, I would just go see him. He was a delight. Loved Puddles the
That's hilarious.
I don't know that I can think of a current touring act that was more appropriate to go with Al.
Yeah, and it was a great. They were great. Yeah. It was a great night.
So when Al's doing, he does this every night. He plays the song "Tacky" is what he enters to, and his band is on stage like playing the music and getting the place hype.
Also, well, sorry.
Yeah, and they have Al do the walk on the. He's being recorded coming through backstage to walk onto the stage, and when he passes by Puddles, he pies him every night.
Yeah,
and then Puddles gets all discombobulated and kind of follows him like a zombie before Al walks onto the stage. And then Al's there with his full band and proceeds to play.
That's funny. Yeah.
During Smells Like Nirvana, we did literally get doused with water.
Yes, absolutely.
Doused with water. So, I was not prepared. I didn't know I was in the splash zone at this concert.
So if you know the song Smells Like Nirvana, he gargles the one set of lyrics. So he has like a solo cup full of water. We're in the fourth row.
Oh, okay.
And he just throws the solo cup in the air, and we were just directly in the path.
Drenched.
Oh, wow. The solo cup can get you that wet.
Hold that much water and get you that wet. But I guess if it's chucked at you from a decent enough distance, it can. And I was like, I did not have getting splashed by Weird Al on my bingo card.
Right.
Here we are.
And his confetti cannons, we were covered in streamers.
We had lots of confetti for sure. During Canadian Idiot, and then during the encore, we got some more confetti. Yes, it was beautiful. But yeah, who knew we booked splash zone seats?
I know that Al's I think he's doing 90 dates this year. Like it's a big tour, and this was towards the front end of it. So if Al is coming to your town and you have tickets to him, make sure you get there in time for Puddles.
Yes, Puddles was delightful. We are big Puddles pity party
for Puddles.
Fans in this house now. We stand for sure.
But so That was what the show.
That was what the show.
Yeah, that was what the show. Yeah.
We were gonna have some time for AJ Lancaster.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that.
You're a jabroni.